Welcome to This Place. Each week, we ask Oregonians about the places that matter to them, where they live, where they work, and where they find meaning and joy. This week, we hear from David Seacord in Prairie City.
This place is kind of a paradise. My friend Ingo has once said, why would anybody want to live anywhere else but Prairie City, which is a community in Northeast Oregon in Grant County. Well, my parents brought me here originally. See, I'm one of 8 children of a Methodist minister's family, which was difficult to find parsonages for. So we always ended up in small towns with big old buildings for parsonages. But even that meant we had to live like multiple kids in the bedroom, that kind of thing. Grant County was one of my father's parishes, and they retired here and bought this land after they retired in the 1980s and began doing a second life as homesteaders. And so when I go outside here, what I see is the mock oranges that my mother planted, or the tulips, or the daffodils in the spring when they come up. There's a gratitude that this place is still biodiverse and as little impacted as it is, even though it is majorly impacted with forest fires. But the fact that I have bumblebees in my garden, and butterflies and swallowtails and things like that in lots of the places that I've lived at are just, you never see them anymore. So I'm very, very grateful to live in a place that has preserved at least as much of the biodiversity as it's been able to. And it's just gorgeous. Prairie City, Oregon is a beautiful town sitting at the foot of beautiful mountains called the Strawberry Wilderness Range. We have a daily gorgeous view of that range. The thing about this region is that it has enough space in it that people have room to self-express without rubbing up against a resistance from the neighborhoods generally. I mean, let's just say there's more freedom here to be your own unique self, which is why you'll find a lot of characters out in places like this because, characters generally are the kind of people that say, I'm interested in the freedom to self-express. As a writer, I write here. As a painter, I paint here. As a musician, I practice here. As a gardener and a nature lover, I be with nature here.
That was David Seacord in Prairie City. You can see David's paintings at davidseacord.com. This Place is produced by Oregon Humanities and edited by John Richardson. To hear more stories from This Place, visit OregonHumanities.org or subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening.